Hi, Stephen.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you? So probably you
Good.
are experiencing and just imagining that question that will just follow from my side. So, do you still remember the days of the Burchard bumper sticker business?
Yes, I was a salesperson from a young age, and that's how this all entertainment stuff began.
Elementary school. How old could you have been that time?
It's probably like 7 years old, I believe. That's when I started this.
And so, what were you really close or into some magic, some swords, some Harry Potter? And I'm not trying to mix everything up, but I guess maybe that was the time of your life like that.
I mean, I was a magician from when I was a kid, and that's how it sparked me into the entertainment business. And we've created a full blown company now that does engaging programming.
I wonder why you do that. Obviously, when you're in elementary school, you don't really think about it, you just enjoy that. But in hindsight, can you maybe try to tell me what the very source of your passion is?
I mean, that's an easy one. I enjoy making people happy. I love to make people smile and get engaged and be entertained. I've actually went to school for marketing and psychology, and instead of going into like the corporate world, I decided to open my own company and be able to keep people engaged and entertained.
And I believe that you're the person to tell us that magic is something to incorporate into your next online event, isn't it?
Well, not just magic. I'm actually here to talk about how you can actually get engagement right off the bat. So, something that you did today, I actually am going to talk about here, and how anybody that's listening to me right now can, off the bat, become more engaging in their virtual programming, is exactly what
Wow.
I'm here to talk about.
And that's so exciting. I can't just wait any second more. So really, just do this for us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Burchard, and I'm here for Engaging Virtual Programs 101. This is how you guys can now take engagement and bring it to your virtual programs right away. Let's see the next slide. All right, we're here to talk about virtual events. Virtual events, and I'm sure you guys have heard virtual events they don't work. They can be boring. There's people have Zoom fatigue. If you've heard this, I want you to do me a favor. Drop a yes in the chat box right now. Drop a yes if you've heard that. If you've never heard this when you've been talking to people, you could drop a no. And if you want to not hit too far along when we're doing the slides, just one click at a time, so that way we can get the different effects on here. All right, drop it in the chat. Let's see what they say. All right, you got 5 seconds right now. 5 seconds, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. If I see, let's see. I think I see a lot of yeses out there. All right. Let's see the next slide. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stephen Burchard, and I am the owner of a company called Magical Memories Entertainment. And Magical Memories is a event company. What we do is we create entertainment experiences for we connect event creators with interactive entertainment experiences. That's things like such as virtual photo booths, escape rooms, trivia games. We also have dozens of other different virtual entertainers. Since March of this year, we've actually pivoted to the virtual platform and reworked our entire company mission to be focused on virtual programming. We have actually done nearly 1,500 hours of virtual programming between March and September of 2020. So I'm here today to tell you a little bit what we've learned and how we can kind of bring this into your events and how you can utilize this today. So if you want to go to the next slide, we'll show you guys a little bit more about what we've done.
Are you ready to party? Stop! Get down on the floor. Everybody party like boom, 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 boom. Morocco party like boom, 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 boom. Down in Brazil they like boom, 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 boom. My
2,500.
Haiti like whoa. They like boom, boom, boom.
Oh my.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh boy. You're Mickey Mouse.
Boom, 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 boom.
Sir Steve, once again.
That gives you a little taste of some of the programs that we've put together for clients. And now I'm here to tell you a little bit about how you can take some of these ideas that we've learned and bring it into your virtual event. If we can take the next slide.
Are you ready to
There are really 5 reasons why virtual events fail, at least from our perspective on it. And those are when you do a virtual event, a lot of people just have talking heads on the screen. There's no other social connection. There's no attendee interaction, no physical touch points, and more importantly than anything else, there's no focus on the experience. This is what it's all about. We're in an experience. So actually, in that mode, I'm going to need everybody's help. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little stretched out. We're going to get this going. I know we've been going for 4 hours right now. We're in the 4th hour of this event. It's super awesome, but we need to get our energy back up. So everybody, what you're going to do is put your hands out like this. Ready? Put your hands out. I want you to shake your hands like this. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Put your hands out like this. I want you to cross your hands over. Make sure I'm in the screen. Yep. Cross your hands over. Good. And you're going to link your fingers together. Okay, link your fingers like this. Good, with your thumbs facing towards the ground. And I know I can't see you, but I'm still paying attention. So everybody do it, okay? So everybody put your hands up, everybody facing towards the ground like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn your hands until they face straight up like that. And like he said, I am a magician after all. So there you go. Get a little bit of magic in there. So everybody should be stretched out and ready to go now. Let's do this. Now let's go to the next slide. We're going to talk about the experience to start. This is actually something really interesting. So the experience, I think, is one of the first key things that you need to focus on. And that's not just doing the event, but actually presenting it properly. And there's 5 simple things you can do to increase your experience for yourself as well as for the people that are involved in it. One is making sure you have a strong internet connection when you start. You can do this with an Ethernet cable, plug it directly into your computer. That's the best thing to do, most important thing to do. If you don't have an Ethernet cable, if you're just going on Wi-Fi, totally fine, because most connections are good enough to do a decent job with this. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you do a speed test. There's a free program out there. You can either go on Google or you can go to speed.net and test your speed. When you're doing that, you want to make sure that you have at least a 10 megabit per second download speed and at least a 15 megabit per second upload speed. The upload speed is actually the more important one. It'll actually prevent any kind of interruptions. The next one, which is actually why you see this thing on me right now. Oop, not yet. Not the next slide. Go back. The next one on my list, I'm sorry. The next one on my list here is use a microphone and a headset. Use a microphone and a headset because that's going to prevent any kind of echoing. It's going to allow for a really clear connection. You might see some people or some presenters even, they're just talking to their computer and you hear this echoey sound and you maybe have some feedback going on. The best way to prevent that is to use a microphone and a headset. It could be simple as one of those ones used for your cell phone. That will improve the experience significantly. All right. Number 3, is find the right lighting. Find the right lighting. This is super important. If you've ever been on a Zoom call and you're looking at somebody and all of a sudden they have their window in the background and you see like a silhouette and it's really bright and comfortable, even having their house lights behind them, that changes that whole experience. I'm talking about this is experience. So you want to make sure you want to make sure you have a clean, just a solid background so you pop out, and then you have your front lighting that lights up your face and makes it really nice looking. Number 4 is position your camera at eye level. If you may have seen in some of these presentations even today, some people have their cameras are on their laptop and the laptop's sitting on a desk. It's facing up towards their face, and that just looks awkward and kind of a weird feeling. So you want to make sure you're at eye level. That's how people look at each other. In reality, we're looking at each other on eye level. So that experience when you're presenting it is just going to be a better feel. So that's changing the experience. And once again, number 5 here is have at least a 5 megapixel webcam. This is super easy to do, believe it or not. You might not have it on your computer, but if you have an old cell phone, you can actually use it as a link and use your old cell phone as a camera, and that'll be immensely better than just having a crummy little camera there. What's actually, and this is a power tip, which you see in the little red section there, is clean your lens. You sound silly, but if you look at your computer camera, it's probably got dirt and grime and everything else dug in there, and you're trying to do a Zoom call with this thing and it's all blurry. It's not the camera, it's dirty. So give it a quick little clean. I've gone over a bunch of things right now, and what I'm going to do is, now we can go to the next slide, is you can see I have aggregated and put it all into a little summary for you guys. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you want this summary, take a screenshot right now. Or you can actually go to my Instagram page and type in Go Virtual. So our Instagram is Magical Memories Entertainment. Type in Go Virtual into the DMs, and I'll send this to you for free. This is a kind of a summary that'll improve anybody's virtual event or meeting or anything like that. All right, go to the next slide. All right, next on our list we have here is hour, no attendee interaction. No attendee interaction. So there are 3 easy things you can do to increase attendee interaction. Actually, it's so funny. I was listening to our MC before we started. He was calling people out, and that is so great, because when there's this only one-way platform where I can't see you guys, but to be able to acknowledge you is super important. People like to be acknowledged. They're chatting in the box, they're writing things down, they're engaging with people, and it's super important to be able to actually to call on people and acknowledge what they're doing. And if there's a video or visual platform, to be able to say, "Oh, John, love that move." If somebody's doing a dance move, you're asking people to do this hand motions. That's that be able to acknowledge what they're doing and calling out by name is invaluable, super valuable. Number 2 is ask participants to do something, like we just did a minute ago, where I'm asking y'all to move your hands. You can ask people to, okay, if you're having a good time, put your thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, or everybody wave hi. All these things are physical interactions, and not only you as the presenter see them doing that and seeing they're engaging, they're participating in it, which increases your energy, but everybody that's in that call also sees those people engaging and being participating. And that's a feeling of that engagement feeling, that piece that you're actually involved in it is super important to actually have a really engaging event. And like I said, engagement, I think, is the most important thing in everything, in any kind of event. Last on this list is first, what you're going to do is ask participants to respond in the chat box. So like in this situation where we don't have a physical interaction with each other, I can't see you, I can't hear you, but I can still ask you to participate and to engage in this. So we're going to try this out right now. Okay, we're going to try this out. So if you can go to the next slide, we're going to try this out. Everybody, this is called a go back. You went too far. Perfect. Don't reveal the answer yet. Droodle. This is called a droodle. This is called a droodle. Okay. What you're going to do is I need you to drop in the chat box right now. What do you think this is? Right now, you're going to have 10 seconds to do this. So this is a droodle. It means it's a representation of something. I want you to type in the chat box right now. What do you think this is a picture of? All right, I'm going to 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. We have some answers here. Yeah, we got some answers. That's a good thing. Well, I'll tell you what it is. This is what it is. It is a tomato sandwich made by an amateur tomato sandwich maker. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are laughing at home, smiling, going, this is silly. But all of you guys are laughing and smiling and joking at home. You've now interacted in the chat box. You've got the engagement. And what I'm going to do right now is, you want to go to the next slide. If you want to try these out, you can take a screenshot of this as well. These are 6 droodles that have been most successful for us. These are the ones that we've used for many events that people really resonate with and have a good time with. If you want a copy of this, it's totally free. You can just go to our LinkedIn page, or my LinkedIn page, let's say, and type in droodle and shoot me a message with droodle. And I'll send you guys these 6 droodles that work really well for us, and also have the description of what they are, so you don't have to guess. All right, let's go to the next page. This is an important one, touch points. So in the virtual world, we think there's no way to have a physical interaction, but this is probably the most key thing to create engagement and to really have this kind of event. So what you're going to do is, there are a couple different ways of doing this. Number one, you could do digital take-homes. This could be something as simple as, I don't know, a bingo card. This could be as simple as a drawing that somebody can fill in, different kinds of things that they can do. So it's super easy to do a digital bingo card, or you can even hire somebody like maybe a digital caricaturist or a virtual photo booth. Any of those kind of things are options in the digital aspect. It doesn't cost you anything, or could go be as free, or you obviously can hire somebody to do it. But that's a simple, easy way that you can immediately add that touch point, the physical aspect. They ask people to print out something, and that way they have it in their hands when the event is going on, and that's a physical actually engages their senses. The next one is that I actually really enjoy, and I think it's a really simple, easy thing that you could do at your next one immediately, is have somebody draw a reaction. If you deal with kids, if you work with children, you can ask the kids, okay, you're going to draw an emoji of how you feel right now and show it to the camera. So now they've actually physically drawn something and created something in front of them in real life. It's not virtual, it's in real life. They can show it to the camera. And like I said before, it has everybody at the same time doing it, which shows not only shows you as the presenter that you're getting engagement, but it shows everybody else at the event that engagement, that feeling of community. They're working together on something. And then now, An easy and a fun one that I love to do is a scavenger hunt. So if you guys don't know what a scavenger hunt, that means we go off and you search for different things. So we're going to do this now. All right. You are now going to search for something. This is what I'm going to go. Everybody's going to do it. I don't care if you're at home. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning where you are. You're going to do it right now. What we're going to do is I want everybody to go find 2 left socks. 2 left socks. Go. You have 10 seconds to go find 2 left socks. They can't just hold up 2 of the same socks. I know if it's the left sock. I don't know how, but I will know. 2 left socks. Ready? We're going to give 5 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 left socks. There's no camera, but since there's no camera, we can go to the next one. What we're going to do is I'm going to let you guys try out our virtual photo booth. You're actually going to take a photo with your 2 left socks. This is what I'm going to go for. I want you to go on there's a website right there. If you go there, you can try out a virtual photo booth, take a commemorative photo from today, and actually have it. You could save it. You could share it with your friends. And I want you to take a picture with your 2 left socks to prove that you actually did what I asked you to do. Let's go to the next one. All right. Our next one is there's no social component to some events. And this is super important as well. In real life, the reason why we go to a lot of these conferences, we go to events, is not necessarily for just the content. The information is important, but you want to have those back of the room conversations, the water cooler conversations, those times when you can interact, the drink at the bar. All these things are things that people actually go to conferences for. If it's just about giving information, it's just a video playing on a screen, that's just like watching TV or watching a YouTube video. What is the point in somebody going to a conference to sit there for 4 to 8 hours on a virtual platform when there's no engagement, there's no reason, there's no answering, there's no talking to each other? And this can be done. Some platforms offer this where they have the opportunity to do breakout rooms and do groups like that, or it could be simple as engaging in the chat, which I see people doing. So you guys are definitely, you can chat with each other, you can engage with each other. And then the second one is utilizing gamification. This, I think, is great because this allows for people to, it really emboldens and builds up the knowledge and really solidifies it. So you can do this simply as doing a trivia game. There are systems out there and different ways of doing this, whether it's through a Kahoot or different kinds of fun things like that, or bingo, or you can do polling. If you're on like a Zoom call or something like that, you can throw up a poll and just get quick answers from people. And that is getting that responses and getting that interaction is important. It actually really helps with engagement. And what's also cool is if you do it this way, it also solidifies information that you've taught, as well as gamification really makes it more fun. And that competition really makes people pay attention. And on that competition note, if you want to try this out, let's see the next slide. We actually do virtual games on our live stream almost every single day. So if you guys want to be a contestant on one of our game shows and actually be on there and play with us, you can do that. Go to our Facebook page. You go to our Facebook page, send me a message saying contestant, and I'll add you to the list of contestants. So you can actually experience what a virtual game show is actually like, and actually get to experience. This is our circle of prosperity, we call it, where it's a word guessing type of game. All right, now I'm actually going to do this live. I'm going to try this live now. So let's go to the next slide. Doing this live, we have trivia. I a pop quiz for you guys, but this is going to be more fun. No, things involved. No wrong answers here, even though there's wrong answers. First question. You're going to have 10 seconds. I gave you a lot more seconds already. Which of these is not a reason why virtual events fail? I talked about a bunch of reasons at the beginning. Which of these is not one of those reasons? It does not ask your opinion. These are just ones I listed. Which of these is not one of the ones I listed? All right, 5 seconds. Ready? Drop it in the chat. Is it A, B, C, or D? Is it there's no social component, there's not enough content, there's no attendee interaction, there's no physical touch points? A, B, C, or D? 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Next slide. B. It is B is the correct answer. There's not enough content is not a reason why. Oftentimes there's maybe too much content to be, that's just my opinion. But I'm in the entertainment industry, so I have fun. Let's see, number 2. Go to the next slide. All right, question number 2 for you guys today. To avoid interruptions, what upload speed do you need? All right, once again, to avoid interruptions, what upload speed do you need? Do you need 5 megabits per second? Do you need 10 megabits per second? 15 megabits per second, or 20 megabits per second? At the very least, what is the number you need? All right, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. What do you think it is? You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. What do you think it is? C, 15 megabits per second is the correct answer. Very nice. On to the next slide. All right, question number 3. Question number 3. What is the easiest way to increase attendee interaction? And I called out our host a minute ago for doing this, so you guys should know this one now. Is it A, calling people by name, B, asking people to write a response to a post, whether Facebook post, Instagram post, something like that, or C, send an email, or D, go to a breakout room? The easiest way, not the only way, but the easiest way to increase interaction or interaction. What is it? You got 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the answer? Next slide. Beautiful. It's A. That's correct. A. Call on people by name. So when you see them in the chat, you can call on them and respond and engage with people by name. The first thing you can do as soon as we get off this meeting here, you jump on a Zoom call. Do it. I'm telling you, it'll change everything. It'll be so much of a better experience. All right. And we're going to do question number 4. Let's see our question number 4 here. All right. Question number 4 is, what was the drawing called that I showed you earlier? I gave you a little drawing earlier that we guessed what it was, right? What was it called? Was it a doodle, a sketch, a droodle, or a moodle? I should add in here poodle as well, but I think you guys would have gotten that one. It was not correct answer. All right, you got 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the correct answer? Let's see it. C. They were called droodles. Droodles. Very nice. All right. Now, if you guys are curious and you're finding this interesting and you want to see how this kind of all works in a world where this is what we do, if you want to go to the next slide, you can get a taste of the experiences that we've done. We actually do free experiences every single day of the week. So on Mondays, we have different virtual shows and workshops. On Tuesdays, we do virtual game shows. On Mondays, we do virtual game shows. On Tuesdays, we do virtual trivia. Wednesdays, which is today, if anybody's interested, we have virtual karaoke tonight. Thursdays, we do bingo, which is super fun, a video bingo. Saturdays, we have virtual magic shows. And if I wasn't magical enough today, come on a Saturday, see us do magic. That's live on a live stream. That's all on our Facebook page. If you guys want to check that out, definitely check it out. And our last slide. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stephen Burchard. I own Magical Memories Entertainment. If you're interested in any of the things that I discussed, we are in the virtual world, and our whole goal is to create engaging experiences for virtual programming. So thank you very much for having me today, and that is my time.
Steve, I just wanted to say one thing. So you said that you always enjoyed making people smile, and I feel like that aim has been achieved by you yourself and you. And so I just wanted to say that I'm proud of you on behalf of the organizers, because it was very interactive, a lot of questions, a lot of quizzes, a lot of good knowledge, quality knowledge. Thank you for all the information.
That's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And I got to tell you, you're a fantastic host, so you're doing a great job here.
Thank you. What did you like about the hosting?
Like I told you, I love the fact that you're able to engage with people. You're calling out, the people that are really engaging and really participating, which it's validating them, and it encourages them to participate more and hang around. If you do it once, you're going to continue hosting them.
That is true, and I don't know if you've noticed that, but it also happens with speakers. So I'm trying to make them feel at home, so that if I share a story about them, rather than just say who they are and what they do professionally and what the brand name is, it makes them more human. And I feel like, especially in the online world, we have so many layers of technology between me and you. And so it would help if we do not make that distance any bigger, but actually if we kind of try to shrink that.
Absolutely. And it's so funny is that you were able to actually find out information. It shows that you actually care. That's really cool. I think that's something simple that we can do.
And I don't want to call that investigative in journalism, but like finding about what you did in elementary school, that was quite challenging to me, but all the more rewarding, because it helped me as well, because I then knew who I was about to meet. And I was expecting a person of charisma and a person of a lot of involvement and a very energetic person. And I was not surprised.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that. So thank you very much.
And last but not least, what is the element that you think is the hardest to achieve in online events? And please just try to squeeze that into one sentence, because that's as much time as we have.
The hardest thing about virtual events, I think the engagement is the most difficult thing, but I think it's the most important thing. And that's our time.
Engagement.
If you have more
yeah.
questions, feel free to reach out, everybody.
That is true. And your trick to engagement, that's an extra question? Your best
My trick
newest
to engagement, I think the physically asking people to do things is the easiest and the best way. When I told everybody to shake their hands, to stretch out,
Right.
as people are doing it, that's getting their blood flowing, their energy going, and that's the most important thing.
And I feel like it's good to get them in the like kind of in the get them used to doing that. So like it's important that you start with asking them to do things very early on in your presentation, so that they are used to that. They are in the loop. Maybe that's what I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is 100% absolutely correct. You hit the nail on the head with that. Is that from the beginning, if you introduce it that way and you kind of guide them down that path, they're going to be more and more encouraged to do it, especially as their peers start to do it. When they see people commenting more, when they see people interacting more, they'll turn their cameras on, they'll turn their microphones on. It'll be really engaging and encourage others to be engaging as well.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And please stay tuned for the last part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you.